Hey analyst, what's up? This is the exact dashboard that we are going to be making in Tableau, and while we make this dashboard, you will also learn the basics of Tableau. For making this Tableau dashboard, you have to first download the Tableau public app. It's a free app. A link to a video is there in the description on how you can download this app for free. After you have downloaded it, let's start Tableau tutorial. When I open the Tableau app, the first thing I see is all my save dashboard, and on the left side there are data connection options. So the two major connection options are Microsoft Excel file, that's the Excel workbook, and the other one is text file, that is CSV file. As of now I want Excel, so I'll double click on that and it will navigate me. I have to navigate to my file, and my file is Global Superstore, so I will select it. Now you will see that the Excel file over here that I have selected has two sheets. So it is reflected over here as well, two sheets. So I am interested in the order sheet, so I will left click on order and I will drag and drop it in this area. Now the entire data has come into Tableau. Either I can make an extract or I can have a live connection. Extract, basically when I click, it makes a copy of this data and saves this copy in Tableau, and that data will be used for visualization. But if I have a live connection, that means there is a direct connection between this Excel file over here in my system and this Tableau app. What this means is any changes that I make over here in this sheet of orders, it is going to be reflected in Tableau also. Once we are done with getting our data, now let's start visualizing. To start visualizing, there is this option of sheet. So you have to go on sheet. On each sheet, you can make a single graph. Over here on the left hand side, you will see all the columns of our data. So you have category city. If you go here, you will see these are the different columns that we have, and all those are over here. In the top, you have all the non-numerical columns in blue color, and in the bottom you have all the numerical measures. So the numerical columns are called as measures and the non-numericals are called as dimensions. Now to make a chart, you have x-axis and y-axis. So basically over here you have this thing called a shelf, columns and rows. These are our shelves. Rows basically means you want your values to be one below the other. It's on the y-axis. And columns basically means you want your variables value to be beside other. That basically means the x-axis. We will see that. So the first thing that we are going to be making is this blue graph, that is the bar graph. So on the x-axis we are having category, and on the y-axis we are having sales for each of the category. So we will left click on the category column and left click on it and drag it, and we want to bring it on the x-axis, so we will bring on columns. So now you will see that we have furniture, beside it we have office supplies, beside it we have technology. So this is x-axis, sleeping. But if I drag it to the rows, you will see now they are coming below the other. Furniture is below, then the office supplies. So standing is the y-axis. So I want in the x-axis, I will drag it here. What I want on the y-axis is sales. So I will click on this column sales and I will drag it here. So my bar graph is ready. We can make some changes to it by going over here in the marks card. Marks card is basically for changes. I will click on color and I will change the color to red, and then we can change the size. Click on size and drag and drop, change the size. Then if I want, I can click on label and I can show mark label. So this is showing me the value. What is the value of sales for furniture, for office supplies, but I don't want it, so I will uncheck it. Then if you see, when I am moving my graph, my mouse over to the bars, I can see some values. For technology, the sales value. This is where tooltip happens. Tooltip, if I click on tooltips basically means what you want when you click on or when you move your cursor over the graph. So I want to see just the sales. So what I'll do is I will write I want sales. Then I want colon. Then what I want is the value of sales. So I have to go and insert the value, which is sum of sales. Then I will select the entire thing, change the size, I'll make it bold, I'll change the color to black. Now if I move, you will see how it has changed. Another thing that you can do is you can sort them in order. So you see furniture is having some little bit sales, office supplies is less than that, technology is even greater than that. So we can arrange them in a particular order from over here at the top of the toolbar. If I want the bars to be in ascending, I'll click over here, sort it ascending. If I want in descending, I'll click over here, sort descending. So they are in some particular order. But what if I want to add a little more of detail to it? That basically means that for each category, I want to see how this sum of sales is divided, how it is further separated into subcategories, how this 47 lakhs or something is divided for the technology category. On the x-axis I want category, above it I want subcategory and this separation of bars. For that what I will do is I will bring subcategory beside the category, because even I want subcategory to be in the x-axis only. So now you see how it has happened. So our technology is still sleeping, okay, it is in the sleeping line, and then inside each technology, inside each category, its subcategory is found, which is also sleeping. And in the standing y-axis, we have sales. Details, when you're adding details, that basically means adding granularity to your graph. So our bar graph is ready. One more thing we can do is, you can't see which one has the highest sales or which one has the lowest sales over here. Either you can sort ascending, descending, or what you can do is you can add sales to color. What I want is the one with highest sales should have a darker color, one with the lowest sales should have a lighter color. So I will bring sales and I will drop it on color. So you will see for each of the category, the highest sales is having the darker color, and as it goes to the lowest sales with a lighter color. Next, what we want to make is a line chart. Line chart, for making a line chart, you need to go to a new worksheet, which is over here. You see this plus sign beside sheet 1, which is the new worksheet. Here we'll make the line chart, and the line chart that we want to basically make is like this, where I'm having the date in the x-axis and sales in the y-axis. The date over here, you will see order date. We will click on it and drag it in the columns. Why columns? Because columns means x-axis, and sales in the y-axis, so sales will go in the rows. Now you see that because it is showing only years, the date is in the form of years, but I want it to be there in the form of months. So what I can do is I can click on this plus sign over here. You see the year is divided into quarters. Then if I click, the quarters is divided into months. But because I am not interested in the years and the quarters, I am only interested in the month. What I can do is I can remove the quarter and year from the columns. How do you remove something that you have already put in the columns or the row shelf? You have to click on it and you have to drag it into this empty space. Same, left click and drag it into the empty space. So our line chart is ready. One more way in which you can get only months is drag the order date over here and then right click on it and go over here to clicking month. So this is also where it is giving in months wise. Here if you want, you can change the color. So our line chart is also ready. Next chart that we will be making is the scatter plot. Scatter plot basically means that you have your x-axis, y-axis. Instead of lines, you are having your points. So let's say we are on the x-axis, we are having discount, and on the y-axis we are having profit. So discount over here goes on the x-axis, that is column, and profit goes on the rows, which is the y-axis. But here you see there is only a single point, because for all the rows the discount was added, and for all the rows the profit was added, and that point was plotted over here. So because we don't know what is the level of detail that you want to add for the scatter plot. So what I want, for each and every category, do I want the discount profit plot, or for each and every country I want to calculate the sum and plot that? We don't know that, so you have to specify that. But as of now, we want for every customer what was the profit and what was the discount, plot that. So what you can do is you have to drag customer name to detail. Now you see that all the points are plotted. What else we could have done was, I could have taken category and I would have dropped to detail. So we have 3 categories. So for each category, the sum of the discount was calculated, sum of the profit was calculated, and it was plotted. We want customer name, so we will drag it and drop it on top of category. Now another thing that you will notice over here is this color. So there are different colors for different segment. The way of adding detail, because there are so many customers, how will we know that which customer is which one? So the detail you can add is also on colors. How do you add? You will click on segment and drop it on color. So now for each of the segment there is a different color. So this customer over here, he belongs to the corporate, so he is having orange color. Next chart that we have to draw is the map chart. So we will click on new worksheet over here. Now remember that the country and the state should be named as country and state only. You can't have name some different name because it will not recognize, Tableau won't recognize what are these. If it is not named correctly, you have to right click on it and you have to rename it. Now once the Tableau recognizes the country and the state column, it will generate latitude and longitude column. So what you have to do, you have to drag longitude to the columns and latitude to the rows. So now you see the entire world map. So the next thing that we have to do is we have to bring state to detail so that it notices all the state that is there in our data. Then there are 84 unknown. I have to click over here. I will go edit location. Now I only want to see United States country. So I will click here. I'll go to fixed and I will choose United USA. And then I will click OK. So now only United States will be shown to me. Now for what do I want to see? I want to see sales for each of the states in USA. So I will click state and I will drag it on color. So now you see for the low sales there is light blue color, for high sales there is dark blue color. And the rest of the data which are not from United States, I don't want to see it, so I can just filter it. Now next thing, the next map we want to do is the KPI map. This is KPI, these boxes are called KPI. So first I want to see the total sales of my entire data. For that I have to just double click on sales and then I have to go to show me and change it to text. So here you will see that I have the sales, but I want the sales also written over there. So this is the text, so I will go on text, I will click on the dots and over here I will write total sales. And then I will select the whole thing and change the size to 15 and change the color to black and bold, and for the sales I will change the color to red. And I will click OK. Then I will align it to the center and I will change to entire view. So this is my sales. Same thing I have to do for profit also. So I will right click over here and duplicate this sheet and take profit and drop it on sales. The sales value is replaced with profit, but I want to change the name also. So I will go over here and the dots and I will change the name over here to profit. Then I will select this and I will change the color to green. So this is ready. Last, the table we have to make. For table, what I want to make is this table. That is for each category, the subcategory and the profit that is coming. So for that, what I will do is I will drag category to the y-axis, that is the rows, then subcategories to also the y-axis. Now I want profit. If I drop profit on the columns, you will see a bar graph. So I can either go here and change it to text, or what I can do is I will take sales and drop it in this ABC area. So this is all my sales. Now if I want profit also, so I will click on profit and I will drop it in this area only on the numbers. Now because I don't want sales, I will remove sales. But we want the color also. So what we will do is we will change the type of the chart. So here is where you change the type of the chart to square and we will increase the size to full. And now what I will do, I want the darker color to be there for high profit and lighter color to be there for low profit. That means I will drag profit to color. And now you see what it is looking like. If we want, we can change the color by going to color, edit color and choosing green to gold. And now you have the lighter color which will be yellow, and as it is increasing it is going to yellowish green to dark green. So all our charts are ready. Next thing we will do is we will be adding certain filters. If you see over here, we have the date filter, we have the segment filter. So moving back to the line chart, we want the date filter. Maybe sometimes I want to see just 2012 data, sometimes I want to see 2014 data. So now what I will do is I will bring orders date to filter and I will choose range of dates. Here it is the starting date to the ending date that I have, that is there in my data. So I will keep it that only and I will click OK. Then I will show my filter, and then How do you show filter? You have to right click and then show filter. Then over here, if I select the range, I have to drag and select the range for which I want the graph to be there, and it is changing. Next, we want it for segment also. I want to also filter on segment, that is on choosing consumer. I only want to see my consumers in this plot. So what I will do, I will drag segment to filters and I will click OK, and then I have to right click and show filter. If I unselect consumer, you will see consumer is removed. If I bring it and I remove home office, you will see home office is not there. So as of now, I will keep all of them. So our charts are ready. Now we will make a dashboard. To make a dashboard, beside the new worksheet icon, you see a new dashboard icon. Click on that. On the dashboard, what you see, the first thing is what is your layout. We will mostly keep it default. Then what is the size that you want. If you have automatic, it will take the entire size of the screen. If you take fixed size, then you can mention in this arrow whether you want a desktop size or a full screen or a laptop browser. As of now, I want to keep it automatic. Next, below that are all your sheets in this file, so all of the sheets that we made, and below that are certain objects, like you can add text also to your dashboard, images to your dashboard. Now, so let us rename all our sheets. So the first sheet is a bar sheet, so we will rename to bar. The second one is a line, so we will rename it to line. So all our sheets are renamed. Now we will start bringing them one by one into the dashboard. The first one is the sales KPI. You have to remember that you change your tiles to floating when you're starting out on Tableau, because that is easy. And then we will click on show title and we will double click on the title icon so that we can change it and rename it to sales dashboard. Then we will select the entire one and change the size and also make it bold, change the color to black and align it in the center and press OK. Now we will bring the KPI sheet in it. You have to left click and drag it and leave it over here. The title is unnecessary. Right click and then you have to click hide title. Then we will resize it to our dashboard size and bring the next profit KPI and do the same thing, hide title and then reducing the size. Next chart that we have to bring in the bar chart, you have to left click and bring in the bar chart, resize it and also change the icon, and then we have to do the same thing, hide the title, and then what we will do is we will just resize the other KPI as well. And now we will bring in the line chart. Now you can resize the chart by clicking on the lines that is there above. When you click on the chart, those lines come, so you can just simply click on it and then you can drag your charts here and there. Next we will bring the map chart and click on those lines and arrange it, and then hide the title over here as well. For the line also same thing, and now comes arranging it by clicking on the chart and the line here and there, somewhere here and there to adjust it. Next we will bring in the scatter chart. We will bring in the scatter chart below it, and now you will see we will adjust the filters to one side of the dashboard. We will adjust them later, and we will again click on the chart and adjust the chart's position and the size and hide the title. So we will just resize it. Lastly, we will have to just push our charts, all our charts little bit slightly up. So now all our charts are fit. Let us bring us a last stable tabular chart over here, and left click and bring the tabular chart. Now you have to resize it, so we will hide the title and then we will just send our KPIs a little up so we can adjust the chart completely inside that box, and then I will click on the lines and adjust it and we will resize it. Updated. Now let's just arrange our filters. So we will just resize them and change their position so they are in alignment with the charts. The next thing we will do is we will double click on the name of the filter order date and change it to select date. Then once we have written it, we will click OK. Same thing we will do for the segment also. Double click on it, the segment, and change it to select segment, and then we will click OK. Now one thing that you will notice is that when I change the consumer or when I just uncheck home office, only that single scatter chart is changing. Same with the date. If I change the date, only the line chart is changing. This is happening because those filters were for those charts only. but I want my whole dashboard to get updated. And for that, what I have to do is go on the drop down arrow that you can see, the drop down arrow, click on that and then go to apply to worksheet, and all using this data source. Now when I change the range, you will see my entire dashboard is getting updated. Same thing is to be done with the segment also. Go over the segment, click on it, go to drop down, apply to sheets, all using data source. And now when I change my consumer, I see that now it is the entire dashboard is getting updated altogether. Next thing over here, I was clicking on the state and then also my entire dashboard was updating. Now how will I do that? I don't have any filter for maps. But what we can do over here, if you click on that, click on this map, you will see there is a funnel shaped filter icon. If you click on that and select that, now this entire charts become a filter. If I click anywhere, the entire dashboard will be updated. Now two things are remaining. We want over here also that select the state, for which you go on more options and you click title, and we will double click on the title to change it, and we will write over here select state. Once we have written this, we will double click on it, we will do it bold, and then we will leave it. Another thing that is remaining is an image over here. For that, what you will do, you will double click on the image over here, and then you will see center image, choose an image, and in your PC you have to select this money image that I am choosing. And I'll click OK. Then I have to just simply reduce the size, and I will click on those lines over there on the chart, and then I will adjust it over here. The last thing that is remaining is to upload this on an online server. For that, go on data source and then over there click on extract. So we want to extract our data so that we can upload this data or this dashboard online. Then if I click on dashboard again, it will ask me to save this data. So I'll just save its name as order, and I will click on save. So it has saved this data. Now when I go back to dashboard 1, I have to go to server, I have to go to Tableau Public. Now remember, to upload this dashboard you need to have an account on Tableau Public. If you don't have, go to the Tableau Public site and over there sign up with your Gmail account, and then go to save to Tableau Public as, and just give your workbook a name and click on save. It will take some time for rendering it. You will see our dashboard that is published on the web. So this was a very basic Tableau tutorial. If you are interested in a more intermediate or an advanced level, do let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such videos.